Welcome to Snack and Slack, the snack-sized podcast all about snacks. I'm Ben Bleazard, here with...
Kasey Bleazard.
Who happens to share my last name. What's that like, Kasey?
It's a little difficult sometimes. No one knows how to say it or spell it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Bleazard rhymes with hazard, all you people out there seeing this written down. Yeah, so Kasey, otherwise known as the snack that smiles back. So the reason that we have Kasey on the episode today instead of Carson is because Kasey and I are going to Spain. We actually leave in 2 days from when we're recording.
Yep.
And just with scheduling with Carson, and like he's feeling a bit sick right now, we couldn't record. And then he's going on vacation right when we get back. So we needed a couple episodes lined up, and he wasn't feeling up to recording with a cough, so we just decided that we would record with our wives and kind of interview our wives, and they could bring a snack and explain to us their favorite snack. So Kasey, what did you bring today? And then let's go into the history of it.
All right. So today I brought my favorite cheese curds.
Are these your favorite cheese curds, or...
Actually, my favorite cheese curds are from Curly's Pub at Lambeau Field in Wisconsin.
Oh, that sounds like the best place to get cheese curds. That just feels
so
like the most stereotypical cheese curd place. If I were to think where would be the best place in the U.S. to get cheese curds, I would be like, I don't know, Green Bay. So the fact that it's in Lambeau Field, where the Green Bay Packers play, just makes so much sense.
It is so good. But these are just from A&W here in Utah.
Yeah, we're kind of limited on our cheese curd supply here, huh?
Can't really fly out, sadly.
Yeah, maybe one day.
But yeah, cheese curds, fried cheese.
Yeah. So tell me about cheese curds. Why cheese curds? Why do you think they're your favorite snack? Do you have like a personal history with them?
Well, I've always loved cheese. I mean,
naturally,
greasy stuff. It's got to be good, right?
Unfortunately, it does have to be good if it's greasy. Isn't that the problem in life?
Definitely. But yeah, I lived in Wisconsin for about a year and a half also. And hence knowing about Curly's Pub.
Yeah.
Cheese curds.
Makes
so
sense.
Good. And
like every time you've ever told me about that, when you toured that field and ate there, I feel like you say Curly's Pub. So good. To the point that I'm like, is that part of the name? Like in the sign, does it say Curly's Pub? And then like little letters, so good.
No, but it should. So yeah, I gained like 15 pounds living in Wisconsin.
As one does.
Yeah. It was all due to frozen custard and cheese curds.
That sounds amazing.
It was so good.
Curly's Pub.
So yeah, I don't know. At Curly's Pub, they give you this dish, and it's just these soft cheese curds, just like kind of drowning in their own grease. And
that sounds disgusting and amazing.
I know, it sounds kind of gross, but it's so good.
It's amazing how disgusted I am by that, and it's disgusting how amazed I am by that.
I just love the greasy saltiness, and
Well, have you had A&W cheese curds before?
I've had A&W cheese curds in Wisconsin. I'm not sure how it's gonna be from Utah.
How did they stack up to the Curly's Pub ones?
So they were probably the second best that I had in Wisconsin.
Oh.
Like beneath Curly's Pubs.
Wow.
Like.
So, I mean, these could just be pretty legit.
A&W is better than Culver's. I think.
Really? Culver's is a
yeah.
big Wisconsin restaurant, too. That's kind of its thing, is that it's a Wisconsin place.
Yeah, but it was good.
Okay. So then, did you look up any history of cheese curds?
Yes.
Yes.
So, get this.
All right.
Cheese curds originate.
Said, get this. I got this.
They come from ancient Roman times.
Really?
Yes. Where they made a dish, let's see, it was called globuli.
Globuli.
Unless I'm saying it wrong.
Did they do it with their hand? With their thumb
they're
touching their
Roman,
fingers? Like,
right?
globuli.
They're Italian. So, yeah, it was a curd of cheese.
A curd of cheese.
They would dredge in flour and fry in olive oil. And then, to top it off, they would roll it in honey.
Oh, I've never had cheese curds and honey. I could see that being really good. I wonder if they shouldn't have any other spices, really, to add to the flour mix.
Yeah, we only had olives. They already used that.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they fried things, though. Is that a big deal?
That is something Italians like to do. They liked frying cheese and bread.
But, like, in Roman times, they liked
in ancient Rome.
Oh, yeah. So in ancient Rome, they liked frying stuff.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they were the butt of food jokes across the world back then, like America is now with all of our...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they were the fat people back then.
Well, when everyone else was living like a wildebeest.
Yeah. I mean, they had all the good stuff. Fried cheese, fried dough, pizza, like...
Man, that does... As far as a culture without flushing toilets and running water, like... I think they even had both of those things to an extent.
I only know about the communal baths, which doesn't sound great to me.
That's fair. I don't know, but just saying.
Yeah.
Ancient Rome might not be as bad as I originally thought.
Yeah, doesn't sound too bad.
Okay. So, did you like cheese curds before you lived in Wisconsin?
So I had only had them once before then. I was... so the leader in our church, like, he had started a Culver's.
Where at?
I think it was in Highland, Utah.
Oh, so he just owned like a franchise of them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he didn't start Culver's.
Yeah.
So he owned a franchise and had all the youth go right before the big opening as his little guinea pigs.
That makes sense.
And my friend ordered cheese curds, and I didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
But she said it was fried cheese, and I was like, no, that
Whoa,
sounds pretty good.
Fried cheese. Hold up.
So I had to give it a shot,
Okay. Man, that's interesting that you remember the first time you had them, because every time Carson and I talk about a snack that we have a personal history with, we're just like, oh yeah, like I just ate it as a kid. And like, that's the extent of our personal history with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
I was
that's
probably
crazy.
17.
So the cheese curds have had a pretty decent, I don't know, decent impact on your life, but like they've definitely played a role.
They have, for sure.
Well, should we bite into these while we...
Yeah.
All right.
Might as well so I don't get cold.
Okay, go ahead. You can go first.
Okay.
They have gotten a bit cold. That is a problem with warm snacks like this. It's hard to get the timing right for heat and things. I do have to ask... So I've had two different types of cheese curds. The ones with squeaky cheese and the ones that don't really squeak so much when you chew. What's your preference? Oh, sorry. I kind of got you in the middle there.
Gotta swallow.
You did. You looked pretty content right now.
That's
good.
Yeah. So
dive into
the squeaky, not squeaky thing, you want it squeaky because that means it's fresh. The squeakier,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The squeakier, the fresher, and this one was squeaky, so I'm pretty happy with that, and that was good.
Mine doesn't feel that squeaky, but it's so good. Oh, these are made out of Wisconsin white cheddar. Man, Wisconsin is the cheese curd place to be, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's like Mecca for cheese lovers.
Mecca. I mean, I guess they are cheese heads.
Yep. Did you know that was actually an
CD.
insult before they dubbed it as their own name?
Oh, I didn't. Was that given to them by Bear fans?
I think so. It was definitely a rival football team.
Probably the Bears.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like the Democratic Party had the donkey as a symbol? Like, it was like an insult at first.
Yeah.
And then they just decided to roll with it.
Yeah.
Those are the best nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That second bite had a lot more squeakiness to it. And I feel like it does add something. Like, adds that certain little je ne sais quoi.
Yeah. Yeah, the squeaky's the best part.
No, these are really good. I feel like for a fast food restaurant, like, obviously it's fried cheese. Like, that's right up a fast food restaurant's alley, but still, I was pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah, and you can't find them everywhere. Like, the only places that has it that I know of by us is, like, A&W and Freddy's.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, like, it's not McDonald's or... Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like them, though. I mean, obviously, we're married. And we eat cheese curds. Not often, but...
I like to get them.
It's not unheard of that we get cheese curds.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Why don't we do the craveability composite score? So, how we're going to do this, listeners and viewers, for those of you watching on YouTube, holla. So Kasey's going to give her score, but on the Google Doc that you can find on the notes, on the show notes, or on our Instagram bio, it'll have my score and Carson's listed, just to keep things accurate, because the whole point of the scale is to say, like, which snacks are better than the rest, and that kind of messes with it when someone else reviews just one snack. So, all right, Kasey, I'm going to read off a thing, and you tell me how the score that you'd give it.
Okay.
So, starting with value.
Value? I don't even know how much this costs, to be honest.
Oh, right. Let me look that up real quick. A&W. Hope they have their menu online.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
But, like, with their prices.
Yeah. But honestly, it tastes good. Like, I love cheese curds, so it's probably going to be an okay value.
Oh, it's hard to say, though. It doesn't have the price list on their website. It will be menu prices. Here we go. We'll see if this one has it. Maybe we'll have to edit out some of this silent part. Cheese curds are $3.29, and I mean, this is a decent sized box for this, but I mean, that's still a lot more than fries. It's probably more than cheese fries too.
I haven't had the cheese fries.
Just in general, I don't like cheese fries. Like, I think you can get Baconator fries for like $2.
Yeah, but I mean, cheese costs more than potatoes.
Yeah, but you can still get cheesy fries.
Yeah. But I feel like that's not a terrible value.
Okay.
I mean, it's not awesome, but it's not bad.
We've had worse values, probably.
Yeah.
In my mind, those M&Ms that were just terrible, not worth any price.
Yeah. Let's see. I'd probably give that like 7.
A 7. I think that just is reflected more in how much you like it.
I mean, that matters. That's part of value.
I guess you can make an argument for that. What about aftertaste?
Aftertaste? It's actually been a few minutes, and like, there's a little bit of saltiness in my mouth, so that was pretty good.
Okay.
I'm gonna give that an 8.
An 8. I think you're a lot more generous with your scores than we are.
Well, this is my favorite for a reason.
That's fair. What about texture?
Texture, it was squeaky. It wasn't like crazy squeaky.
Yeah, you have to remember we're reviewing the A&W ones, not just cheese curds in general. So yeah. But it had the squeak, which is important for you.
Yeah, it's got to be squeaky, a little bit greasy, a little crispy. It wasn't terrible.
A little bit of love.
But I also like it when the cheese itself is softer.
I like it when it's a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll.
I'm going to give that a 7.
7, okay. Taste.
Oh, you know it's going to be a 9.
A 9? I'm actually surprised it's not a 10.
I mean, nothing's perfect.
That's true.
I'm not generous with my 10s.
Okay. What about appearance? How do you so that includes the cheese curds and the box.
I actually like the little box.
The box is kind of cute.
It's nice. So yeah, and it's got that little Wisconsin cheese insignia on the bottom.
Which is important to you.
I do like it, and it looks good.
Yeah. It has the classic A&W colors with like the orange and the dark brown. Which works a lot better than it sounds like it should, you know?
Yeah. That's true, it does. I'll give that a 7, actually.
A 7?
I'm giving a lot of 7s.
Yeah, you really are. All right. So I'm going to give it a lower value than you.
Okay.
I think it's a 5.
All right.
Because, I don't know, like, I'm willing to pay $3.29 for it, especially with this convenient little box, but I still feel like that's expensive.
Yeah, you don't want to like buy it every time. I get that.
I feel like for it to be lower than a 5, it has to be like either like the movie theater food, so like crazy expensive that it can't the taste can't at all justify it, or just terrible, and no matter what it's priced at, I don't want to eat it. So I think 5 is probably the best place for that one. For aftertaste, I found myself needing water pretty quick afterwards. Yeah. But I liked the aftertaste. I don't know. My mouth didn't feel fresh. And I chew a lot of gum. So I
do.
Yeah, so for aftertaste, I'm giving that a 7. I think the texture was awesome. I liked the squeak. It's fun hearing just a little bit of squeak in your cheek, because like no one else can hear it.
Yeah.
You know? I bet if we tried, we couldn't get the squeak to come through on the microphones. Yeah. So it's just kind of this fun little thing. I'm going to give that a 9. Ooh. Taste? I mean, it tastes great. It's freaking fried cheese. You can't
go wrong.
It's hard, really hard to mess it up. So that's an 8 for me. And then appearance, I'm going to give it an 8. Because I think they did a really good job for what it is. I mean, cheese curds themselves look kind of like tater tots to me, which is a good thing.
I can see that. Misshapen tater tots.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I really liked it. I like the appearance. I like the box. The other thing I like about the box is it's built better than fry boxes. Yes. I hate how with fries, they always fall through on the little corners, but this is built way better than that. That's almost worth a $3.29 price tag just for that.
And I like that you can stand it up.
Yeah.
Just won't roll over to the side and spill out.
That's true. So overall, you gave it a 38, which is one of the higher ones. Like, we've had a couple in the 40 or 41 range. And I gave it a 37, which is a pretty good score. So altogether, it's a 75. Now that, we encourage you to go check out the link to see what Carson rated it at, but 75, that's up there with some of our best snacks ever. I mean, our highest is a 77.
Nice.
Yeah. So what do you think, Kasey? Did you like being on the podcast?
This was fun. It was fun joining you, seeing your process and everything.
Yeah. It would be fun having all 4 of us on here one day.
Oh, yeah. That could be fun.
So, well, follow us on Instagram. We post some other stuff there. We're trying to put more content onto YouTube. So subscribe to that channel. Everything is just Snack and Slack. If you have any recommendations, email us at snackandslack@gmail.com. And yeah.
Thanks.